Arsenal officials confident on signing James Maddison. Could Arsenal be about to spend big on a attacking midfielder? And if so, is £60 million going to be enough for Leicester City's James Maddison? Are Arsenal also set to make a brand new bid for Ben White? And who else are Arsenal being linked to today? Join me as we discuss all things Arsenal. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Bissouma and welcome back to your voice channel. Hypothetically speaking, if Arsenal were to sign James Maddison, do you think that would be enough for Arsenal to compete with the top 4? Or do Arsenal need other players? And if so, who are those players? Let me know down below. But let's get straight into this James Maddison Arsenal potential transfer. Big matters in the cut. I can't lie to you guys, I'm excited, but I'm trying my best to hold in the excitement, because as they always say, it's the hope that kills you as an Arsenal fan. But we do have some breaking news from the Mail, and they are saying that Arsenal understand they believe there is an opportunity to strike an agreement with Leicester for Maddison, with the club officials confident a package worth £60 million may get the deal done. £60 million for Big James Maddison. I think that's a lot of money, but will Leicester accept that level of money? Even the reliable Chris Wheatley has commented saying Arsenal are in fact considering a move for James Maddison, as others reported fees would be excess of £60 million. Those close to the player claim he's top of the list for the Arsenal this summer. So James Maddison's overtaken Martin Odegaard in Arsenal's #1 target this transfer window. And Charles Watt has also echoed what Chris Wheatley was saying, and the Maddison is now Arsenal's #1 target this summer, but the price tag is going to be over £60 million, and that could be problematic for Arsenal. Now, if we're going back to the first report, when the Mail say that Arsenal are confident that a deal will be enough, I believe that Arsenal have been in negotiations with the agent of James Maddison, and the reason why they're confident is because they may have got word back from the agent that this deal is more than possible. And the fact that Arsenal are talking with Maddison's people says to me Maddison is also open to coming to Arsenal. So to the Leicester fans that are saying, why would he downgrade to Arsenal? Let's just get it clear. We're not the best of clubs right now, but we are still the Arsenal. We are still massive and one of the biggest clubs in the world, and certainly in England. Let's just hold it right there. Before we proceed onwards, if you guys can go down there and smash a like on the video, and while you are down there, press that subscribe button as well. And so if you want to see James Maddison at Arsenal, hit that subscribe button, because I heard that is a lucky charm. Even the Leicester Mercury, a Leicester source, has confirmed that James Maddison has emerged as a transfer target for Arsenal. And while a deal seems unlikely at the moment, City have plans in place should they need to find a replacement for their number 10. If Leicester are looking for new number 10s, that means that they are aware that this deal is more than possible. It's all about the money and how much Arsenal are willing to offer. And it's not just about how much money in total, because Arsenal could give £60 million, but they'd be paid via installments. Leicester are a very hard club to negotiate with, and they are going to want a lot of money up front, and that was one of the main reasons why it took Man United so long to sign Harry Maguire out of Leicester as well. Because in terms of the player coming to Arsenal, the enticement of Arsenal potentially getting back to top 4 level is a massive part to play. And also secondly, in terms of his brand exposure, these players nowadays, they want to be superstars, they want to have massive followers, and with the size of the Arsenal fan base across the world, we're talking Africa, America, Australia, Maddison will become a superstar player at Arsenal. Chris Wheatley has also confirmed that Arsenal took a loan from Barclays last month for an unspecified amount in order to secure this summer's transfers. So all the fans that are asking the questions of Babs, how are Arsenal spending all this money? It's because we have secured a loan from Barclays, and obviously that will be refinanced by the owners. Now that does not mean the Arsenal owners are personally spending their money on Maddison. All they have done is taken out a loan which they will pay back themselves. And you know what, as an Arsenal fan, I'm a football fan. I am not an accountant, and as long as Arsenal can get top players in like James Maddison, I don't care how much they pay for and how they finance it. And this is a report back from January 2020 that claimed Mikel Arteta wants to make James Maddison his marquee signing this summer. Mikel Arteta has been a long-time admirer of James Maddison, and of course this guy is a top baller, and it seems like at least the board want to back Mikel Arteta. And so if he is such a massive fan of James Maddison, I don't see why Arsenal can't pay the money and bring the player to the Emirates Stadium. And if we're talking stats, James Maddison has created 230 chances in the Premier League since making his debut in 18-19, 148 more than any other player for Arsenal, and Mesut Ozil with 82, while only KDB has created more in the division during this period with 252, 11 goals from outside the box, which is the most, and 5 direct free kick goals, second to James Ward-Prowse. We are getting a fantastic number 10 who can shoot from range, who's a creator as well, and most importantly fits into our current system, because James Maddison is more than capable of playing as a number 10, but also if needed to be as a potential number 8. But overall, I need to make it clear one more time, this is not going to be an easy deal. Leicester are a difficult club to negotiate with, and so we are going to need a Richard Garlic Bread masterclass in the negotiations. And so my fellow Arsenal fans, let's just hold in our excitement and let's see how things develop. But do let me know your thoughts on James Maddison, and would you be happy if Arsenal to spend in excess of £60 million on the English midfielder? Do you think he'd be the right signing for that level of money? If not, what other players do you guys have in your minds? Moving on, let's get an update on Ben White's potential transfer. Ben White from Brighton Hove Albion, I can't lie, this looks closer and closer day by day, as today Chris Wheatley has confirmed that Arsenal are set to submit a second offer of £45 million to Brighton for Ben White. Of course, Arsenal had a bid of £40 million, which was rejected, but the fact that we could be submitting a second bid so soon tells me that Arsenal are closing into this transfer and are desperate to get it over the line. Even the Brighton source and Adam J. Wood says that personal terms between Arsenal and Ben White won't be an issue. He is open to the move. The main issue will be if more clubs come in, which could cause a bidding war. That will fall into Brighton's hands, who of course want to get as much as they can for the player. Because as we saw with Emiliano Buendia, when you have two clubs interested in the same player, ultimately clubs enter a bidding war and then the player's price rises and the club will get more money. They've identified Ben White, Mikel Arteta, Edu Gaspar think he's the right player for Arsenal, and no matter what our thoughts are, it's their money and that's how they're going to spend it. Because either the likes of Man United, Chelsea and Tottenham all wanting Ben White in the past as well. This guy is a decent defender with high potential and very highly rated. He is an English international, so you gotta pay that English tax as well. And so Arsenal are accelerating this deal, and rightly so. Charles Watt says Arsenal think they can get this deal done for Ben White. He is keen on a move to Arsenal. Those talks between the player's agent and Edu have been very well about how Arsenal see him as a part of the future. His agent has been to London Colney, and so it looks like we're closing into the personal terms, we're closing into meeting Brighton's demands, and we're closing into the overall transfer itself. But if Arsenal are to sign Ben White, who do you want to see as Arsenal's defensive partnership? Are we talking Gabriel and Ben White or William Saliba and Ben White? Let me know down below. Football London understands that Arsenal have submitted offers for 4 players across the past week. Edu is hopeful of wrapping up the deal for Anderlecht central midfielders Albert Sambi Lokonga relatively quickly, reports Chris Wheatley. Albert Sambi Lokonga is on his way to the Emirates Stadium, and this deal again is another close one. And as you guys can see here, as the Mail reported back in 2019, Man City was showing interest in Barcelona target Albert Sambi Lokonga, and they could have landed the Anderlecht starlet on a free transfer that summer. And so the fact that Man City wanted him, Barcelona wanted him, and I've also heard Bayern Munich are also interested in this player. Albert Sambi Lokonga is a very highly rated midfielder, and in the current market, signing a player of this quality for just £15 million or so could be somewhat of a bargain. Charles Watt is also reported that should Arsenal agree a deal for Albert Lokonga, he is not expected to be the only midfielder who will arrive at the Emirates this summer. There is an acceptance at Arsenal that more is needed, especially with Granit Xhaka expected to join Roma. The dream of Yves Bissouma is not off. There are tears in my eyes. And with Bissouma, because he's instructed his agent that he wants to join Arsenal, once we get the likes of Lokonga and White over the line and other priorities as well, I will not be surprised if Arsenal make another move for Yves Bissouma, because so far we've only been in negotiations with his agents and are yet to put a bid forward to Brighton. But if Arsenal are to sign another central midfielder, who do you want that player to be? Is it Ruben Neves? Is it Yves Bissouma? or I'm forgetting another midfielder. Arsenal have ended their interest in Ryan Bertrand and are focusing on signing a younger left-back, reports the reliable, the GOAT, the AFC Bell. Now that is something that we have all known for a while. Arsenal are not going to be signing Ryan Bertrand. I think he's over to Leicester City. But in terms of that young left-back, of course, we need to sign one because Kieran Tierney's injury record, unfortunately, is very unreliable. We need to have an alternative left-back that can rotate with Kieran Tierney. But I ain't the best of scouts, so my guys that are the scouts, let me know what young-ish left-back do you want to see Arsenal sign this summer to compete with KT Kieran Tierney, Tesco's finest. And moving on to the other Arsenal news today. First things first, we have got news on Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli, the Gabriels FC, as Gabriel Magalhaes has been called up to the Brazilian Olympic team for the Olympic Games in Japan. However, Gabriel Martinelli misses out. It's all fine. Pele's Godson will take it on the chin, and most importantly, what it means for Gabriel Magalhaes is he's going to miss Arsenal's opening 2 games of the season. Now, in terms of Ben White and William Saliba, does that mean that they're going to start against Brentford in the opening day? But in terms of Gabriel Martinelli, at least now he's going to get a full preseason where he can rest and be ready. But in terms of Gabriel Martinelli, let me know, guys, what your honest expectations for the player next season, and do you think he's going to be a starter, and if so, in what position? So, centre forward or left winger? Villarreal are among teams looking for a deal for Hector Bellerin. Unai Emery is a huge admirer of Bellerin and tried to sign him at PSG when he was manager. Arsenal are looking for £20 million for the player, reports James Bench. This was also reported by the AFC Bell yesterday, who were saying that Bellerin's agent was in Villarreal in negotiation with their representatives, and look, Hecky B is going to be leaving after this summer. But of course, a priority for Arsenal is signing a brand new right back this summer, and so far the only genuine links we've seen is to Tyler Adams of RB Leipzig. Now, personally speaking, I am not an expert in that player, so I freeze the comments. But what right back do you want to see Arsenal sign this summer window to replace Hector Bellerin and to take that right hand side to the next level? But that is the video there and there. If you have enjoyed, smash a like, and while you are down there, press that subscribe button as well. It's the road to 50k, my guys. Please do follow your boy on them social medias. The links will be down below in the description as always. But there you guys go, the Arsenal transfer news today, and Arsenal are making some level of moves, but it's time to get these players holding the Arsenal shirt and bring them to the Emirates Stadium. I will see you guys soon. It isn't.